Hello everyone. So this is CSE 564 Visualization Lab 1 assignment. As a part of this assignment, I was supposed to plot bar charts, histograms, and scatter plots. So the data that I have used for this assignment is from the house renting from Airbnb. Specifically, I have used the data for the city of Amsterdam. So for plotting the bar chart and the histograms, I am using three categorical attributes, which are host response time, type of room and bathrooms, and the remaining seven are actually numerical attributes. In order to plot the bar charts for the categorical attributes, I am plotting the bar chart against the numerical attribute price for each of the categorical attributes. And for plotting the scatter plots, I am using a set of 8 numerical attributes and I'm plotting them against each other. So for instance, if I have to plot the bar chart for the categorical attribute host response time, I simply select the attribute from here and the actual bar graph for that attribute gets loaded here and is shown in figure. As you can see, the host response time has been categorized into four different values that the attribute possesses. And this is the bar chart for that graph. This is how it looks like. To provide additional functionality, I have also added a toggle button using which the axis of the graph changes. Now let's move on to the numerical attributes. So the numerical attributes are plotted in the form of histogram, and it's because it is a histogram, there is only one attribute that's required to plot that graph. In order to plot the histogram, I have provided two features. First of all, again, the toggle button toggles the view. It basically changes the axis from one axis to another. And additionally, I have also provided a number of bins attribute. By default, the number of bins is always set to 20 for each of the graphs. If you check any of the numerical attributes, you will see that the numerical attribute has been grouped into their respective bins based on the data they have. And this goes on for all the types of numerical attributes. This is how the graph looks like but this is how the bar charts and histograms look like for the categorical attributes and the numerical attributes. Now moving on to the scatter plots, I have used 8 different types of numerical attributes in order to plot scatter plot. So now the main concern here was to select the two attributes that would form the x and y axis of the scatter plot. So in order to implement this as part of the implementation, I have not used two different checkbox groups in order to perform the selection of x and y axis. I am only using one checkbox group in order to select both the axes. So basically, whichever is the first attribute that I select would perform the action of being the x-axis, and the second attribute that I select would perform the action of being the y-axis. As part of additional functionality, as soon as I select two attributes, the user interface does not allow me to select any more attributes unless and until I unselect one of the attributes that form a part of the scatter plot. So as you can see, because I had selected price of the listing as the first attribute, it got set at the x-axis. And because I had selected maximum number of nights as the y attribute, it got selected as the y attribute. Now, if I have to change the y attribute, I simply need to unselect this and need to perform a new selection. So basically, this is how I've constructed the scatter plot. To perform further analysis related to both of these graphs, I have mentioned them in my report. Thank you.